What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I think tonight's gonna be a low view count because we're doing it on a Saturday. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. We got music. Let me check both platforms. We got Twitch. We're live on Twitch. Live? I see a live badge. Can I click it? Why can't I see the watch now? Okay. One sec. Just gotta double check. I love it. I gotta watch an ad before I can see if I'm live on Twitch. Nope, we're good. Okay. Twitch is live. YouTube live. All right. Awesome. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Right? That's how it goes. What's going on, JP? Mark, what's up? It's Unique Prince, what's going on? Lamberth, what's up? 30 printer weekend, that's right. Nationwide, oh, I didn't know that. It's later out and about with zero service. Yeah, that's going back old school, man. Gotta like go write a letter or something. Go use a payphone. BK to get Wi-Fi. Hey, you know what? At least they got Wi-Fi for you. So let's build a little bit more of the Prusa. I wasn't gonna do a live stream until this upcoming week, but there's just so much going on down here. I come down here and I can't even do other stuff because everything is a project. I have like printer projects. I have other projects, RC projects. I have these projects. I have filaments to test. I got more machines coming in. We got the K2 Pro combo. These are not complaints. These are not complaints. This is how I want to do it. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, my arm fell off. My arm fell off and partially broke. There's a piece of it right there. So I got to find a new way because it's the second time this happened. I got a new way to attach them. All the pieces are actually not attached to this guy. They're all Velcro so that I can remove parts, like put on a shirt. You know, I can take the head off, like that type of thing. The legs come off. But because of that, the arms continuously fall down and it's breaking. And I don't want to reprint them. And they have to detach. At first, I tried magnets. They weren't strong enough. I tried like a bunch of flat, large magnets. They did not work. But now the adhesive is coming off on the Velcro, so fun. Anyway, I have too many things going on. I need to keep breaking ground on these projects. Core 1, shortly followed by the Death Racer. And actually, as a sneak peek, for those that follow both, I did print the other wheels and did it. Also, this is so heavy already. I can't even imagine how much this thing's gonna weigh. But yeah, the wheels are on. The wires are where they're supposed to be. The fan is there, so we're ready. These are attached to the motors. And these are just on bearings. So should be good. Very, very heavy. I have a feeling if somebody tries to hit that thing going full speed, they're definitely going to break something. So, lots of stuff. Let's see who else. Oh, another Mark. Hi, second Mark. How you doing? Shrimp Father, of course. Martin, what's happening? Or that Bontek repost to that 2 channel. Yeah, man. I gotta get this core 1 done ASAP. Great day. Micron top hat install. Nice. Converting the beacon. Okay. Watch it better. Yeah. See, sounds decent, right? Not bad. More and more boxes. Yeah. Right. Hey, Zoomy, how you doing? Let's see. Hey, Kenneth, what's happening? Good. All right. And I'm sunburnt. 2 days in the sun. Actually, was it this side? Yeah, this side is sunburnt. This side is mildly sunburned. Oh, yeah. Yeah, your boy is burnt up. Watching The Shining, nice. Hey, Wick Central, what's happening? What do you think of the H2C? It's gonna be amazing. I'm ready. I'm ready. The H2D is pretty good. And you know what they say? You can never have too much D. Anyway, Prusa. let's work on the Prusa. Okay, so we left off right here, which was getting all of the parts. Also, hold on, before I get started. These live streams are sponsored by Polymaker, and the way that they sponsor it, at the end of the stream, I give away some Polymaker filament. Pretty cool thing. The way you can join in on the fun is hit the link in the pin to the chat in both YouTube and on Twitch. Both of them should have a link. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. There we go. So 4 people have already entered. Pretty good chances so far. We usually get around 50-ish. I'm going to assume today, because it's Saturday, we're going to have the least amount. So good chances to win a spool. I don't mind repeats. As long as you're here, a subscriber, and you're there present when I draw your name, you are good to go. And it's fantastic. Also, doesn't matter where you are. Polymaker says they literally ship everywhere in the world. Everywhere. So all good to go there. What else? Check out 3dprintsos.com. I do have this shirt available. It is kind of mimicking the Prusa styling and going after, the farms. Eventually, I'll make one of these with Core 1s. But super comfortable shirt, and it fits absolutely perfectly. It goes all the way up to 5X. The cheapest possible price that I could have put on here, so I'm happy about that. Man, I think this is so cool. Currently live on Twitch. You can give this product to lucky viewers and watch the stream. So cool. Anyway, that's all integrated in as well. So much fun. Check it out, guys. That's 3dprintsos.com. Bunch of other shirts, obviously. Lots of different merch. So on and so forth. All right. I got sunburn on top of my sunburn. Mix up some regular tea, let it cool. Dab that on your sunburn with a cotton ball. Something in the tea that makes a sting out of sunburn. Interesting. I see a Creality box. So they sent me another. I think that it was a mistake. They sent me a Creality Space Pie 4X, and I already have one. Obviously, the more the merrier. But I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one boxed. And I'm going to attempt to give it away. So I don't know if they sent it by mistake or on purpose. I don't know yet. I haven't communicated with them yet. I've just been a little too busy. But that, just so you guys know what my plans are, I already have one. I have no room for this stuff. So if they're cool with it, I'm going to give this one away probably when I do the unboxing of this machine. Either next week or this week. Actually, it has to be before the 8th. So yeah, it has to be next week. So there you go. Next week, we'll do something about that. Anyway, so we did the how do you do the giveaway, where we are. So far in the project, last stream, we took apart my MK4S. All the parts are scattered right here on the table. This is neater than you think it is. It might look like mayhem, but it's good. The box of everything is behind me. Nothing is unboxed. And I'm gonna unbox as we go, because apparently in these instructions they tell you when to unbox things. Like, for example, bottom panel is found in the metal parts 1 of 3 package. So, and the zip ties, 6 of them, are found in electronics and fasteners package. So that's how we're gonna play it. I'm just gonna go step at a time and just work on it a bit. I need to get as many of these episodes, I guess, as possible until it's done. Big old bottom box. Yes, that's the K2 Pro combo. So should be an amazing printer. Got to be regular T though. All right, gotcha. That's a nice little pro move right there. Pro tip. A Core 1 conversion has sat idle for over a month now. Feels sad. Well, that does feel sad. Give it some food. Give it some food. You know. I want some tea now. I gotta be honest, I wouldn't mind some tea. Hey, Brian. No, Zumi, unfortunately, I have to follow this one. It's a little bit too complex. But, you know, there's pretty pictures, so it makes it a little bit easier. All right, y'all. Let's get going. All right, let's get the base out, and let's see what we can do with it. All right, so the base is in metal parts 1 out of 3. Let me get my knife in case I have to open anything. So we got printed parts. Set that over here. We have our packing list. We, of course, have our gummies, right? Gotta have that. I'll put it right here. This is just a part of the packaging. Put that there. We have plexi set. We won't need that for a while. Metal parts 2 of 3. Okay. Put that right here. Which one were the zip ties at? The zip ties were at electronics and fasteners package. Electronics and chamber parts. Metal parts 3 of 3. Core XY parts and hinges set. Wow, this is beautiful packaging. Electronics and fasteners. Let's get the zip ties out of here. All right, zip ties. Yeah, literally top tier, god tier packaging. And it's all like printed nicely and beautiful. Everything is scannable. Okay, metal parts. Here they are. So this looks like this has handles built in. Can you guys see this, by the way? Can you see this? No? Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll pull it out and show you. So this box that appears to be the very bottom box has handles built in. Like I can pop them out. Look at that. You push, and it pops out handles. And you can lift by the handles. Yeah, that's some next level packaging right there. What I will do is I want to flip this over. And by the way, the box even has like plastic handles on it, which is insane. So we'll use this as kind of a table to prop this up. All right, let's open this one. This is where all the heavy stuff's at. Let's see what we got. All right, so here's the back panel here. Oh, I just realized their panels. You guys see this? Their panels all have glitter in it. Kind of like the sparkle filament. Look at that. How pretty is that? She pretty. Hi Truggy. Let's see what I miss. These builds are fun and a nightmare at the same time. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. But in a good way. 3D Medic, what's happening? Remember, it tells you. Yeah, exactly. That's the cool part. That's amazing. Yeah, the packaging is next level. Love the 85X so far. Sadly, I feel it was better, though, over the T1 Pro. Prusa as well. Thought out packaging. They took some time to think about it. Yeah, they did. Hey, Iceman, Timor, what's happening? All right, let's keep going. All right, so we have another panel here. Looks like look what I spotted. Remember we took one of those ground things off of the screen? I'm guessing that has something to do with that. These panels are heavier than I expected. I don't know what I expected, really, but they have a nice weight to them. There's some more little pieces that are coming out. Nice little hexes. Very Prusa-y. Prusa-ish. All right, is that all? No, there's more in there, huh? That's just one floor of it. Was this the piece that we need? It is. This is very heavy. This is heavier than... Here, can you guys see how thick that is? This is much heavier than I even thought based on the previous parts I took out, because those are thinner. That's a hefty piece right there. Oh, look at that. Okay, so this just literally folds up like that. Look at this packaging, man. Holy. The packaging is just beautiful. Here we have these corner pieces. I'm assuming we're going to need those next. So let's take those out. Yep. And then this. How is that even on here? Wow. That's cool. I've never seen that before in any 3D printer related packaging. This thing, which looks like deer antlers or something, or a shield or something. This piece was like, that had perfectly laser cut foam that held it down in place. Very nice. This looks like this is the bed mechanism. That to the side. Man, there's just levels and levels and levels. All right, and then these are the sides. I'm guessing that this is it. Nope, there's more. And the foam is like glued to each piece of this. That's crazy. Crazy town. Here, I'll put this on top. And then there's a lot more of these. I'm sure they're all very different as well. So when we need those, we'll get to them. Yeah, I see some different ones right off the bat. Where's a good spot for this? Let's go floor. Let's go floor so that I step on it. All right, and that's the actual real bottom of this box. That was impressive. Impressive unboxing. It's always fun to see new and interesting ways for packaging. And that was definitely different, that's for sure. All right, so that marks this as the first empty box. And let's take this, get this package in there. Let me lock this handle in place. Right, gotta go from the bottom. Let's go from here. Put that in there like that so that I can stay slightly sane. Okay. That took a long time to get one piece. But I have a lot better idea what's in there now. That feels even more involved than your Voron build, Daniel. This is definitely an involved build for sure. Leave them in their boxes. It'll call for the boxes and the instructions. Oh, good, good. Now that I've taken them out. Yeah, right? She's old, man. She's old. She doesn't play like she used to. She's definitely just laying, sleeping somewhere. Kitty got a new house. Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. It's all in good fun, though. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get this thing a little closer to you guys. Let's get my tools here. Easy to reach. I don't think we need this box, actually. I'll keep it over here nearby if we do, but that buys us a little bit more room. And let's get these zip ties out. Prep that. All right, zip ties, 6 of them. Let's go. PWs, what's up? Hey, Sam. COVID could not stop me. Good. Don't let that stop you. Good for you. That's funny, Wick. All right, we did the first step, and we got 6 of them out. All right, turn the bottom panel so that the bends of the plate are facing upwards, okay? Note that the twin holes for the zip ties around the perimeter of the panel. Okay. Oh, this. All right. Sure. Well, that's not 6. 2 of them are here. Okay. 6 are on the outside. All right. Insert zip ties through the holes, placing them along both sides, partially tightening them, engaging only the first few teeth. Do not fully secure them yet, as we will route cables through them later. Note the orientation of the zip tie heads, inside or outside the metal sheet, doesn't matter. Okay. Very interesting. All right, let's do a first couple teeth. You guys already know that I'm going to have to make sure they're facing the same direction because we all know I will straight up cut it and redo it if it's not. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Glad to serve. Glad to serve you. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy all the content. And don't forget, you can pop into an older stream. Every single one gets reposted. So you don't have to relive everything, but if you're looking for some kind of information or to see a solution to a problem, live streams are a great way to do it because you see it kind of in real time and see some problem solving that you kind of can't see in videos, you know? I zoomed in on a picture to see which direction they ran theirs. Looks like I did it from the inside. The letters, put them in the right order. I had to cut and redo mine. Nice. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's they've been always at the premium side of things, always. So it seems like they're almost comfortable there at this point, you know? I don't think they'll ever be the cheapest option or even a cheap option. I think they'll always be kind of on the higher end, especially because they're not a Chinese company. So there's always that part. Like Chinese companies have manufacturing down, and they can make things cheaper. Period. You know, just based on volume alone. All right. Next, for the following steps, please prepare Z motor, left motor, 2X. One of the motors is the One of these motors is in the electronics and chamber parts box. All right. Well, let's get the first one, right? Z-axis left motor. Z-axis right motor. So these guys. Why is this cable all the way over here? Okay. This is Z-axis right. This is Z-axis left. And oh, so there's gonna be two Z-axis left motors, and one more of them is somewhere in the. Where is it? Where is it? In the electronics and chamber parts. Electronics and chamber parts. Oh, okay. So the box of shape makes sense now. Oh, big old fans. Okay. We got big fans. Is this rubber? Yeah, this looks like very thick rubber feet. Oh, okay, here's the little plastic pieces and the coupler. Little grate, some wire management. Here's the Z motor in its own little bubble wrap, of course. And what's it say? Yep, Z-axis left. Okay, so that's exactly the same piece. What else is in here, just so I know? And we have our linear rail. Okay, all good, all good, all good. And then this is what? Electronics box. We have the buddy extension, stepper splitter, NFC antenna, IR filament sensor, and a chamber thermistor in here. All right, cool. Let's see if we can get all that back in the box into some kind of reasonable way. Good song. I don't even remember this one even. This must be one of the newer ones I found. Nice little relaxing tune. Why can't I get this box back in? You know, it's the simple little things I can't get right. There we go. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Do you feel the Prusa UI is getting outdated? Yes and no. There's times when I start to use the Prusa and I'm like, oh man, you know, this feels almost nostalgic with the wheel, even though you can touch it. Like the wheel just makes you feel a certain way if you used that before. If it was new to you, you'd be like, why did they do this? But it's like a homage type thing. And then at the same time, sometimes I hop on it and it's like, it just makes me feel like I know exactly where to go. I don't have to like kind of guess. You kind of get used to their ecosystem, I guess, the way that they do the sub menus. So I don't know. It's both a bit outdated because it's not like exciting and new, but at the same time, it's one of those like if you've had them for a while or if you had other Prusas, it just makes sense to you. So I don't know. Terrible feet. Be ready to print a mod to capture those useless feet. Interesting. Good to know. The adhesive wasn't good on mine. I used super strong, sticky double-sided tape to put my feet on. Interesting. Again, okay, 2 people so far. I never used the Prusa, so I can't comment on the UI. Oh, okay. Yeah, the UI is. I think it's. If it wasn't changed, I'm cool with it. If it is changed, I get why. Does that make sense? Like, I think it's that type of thing. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that box down yet because it says there's a Z motor mount, 3 of them, found in the printed parts package. And then motor washers found in electronic chamber package. So let's do that again. Where's the 3D printed parts? This one. All right, let's dig around. Let's find the printed parts first. And there's so many printed parts in here. Aha, here they are. Okay. Yep, agree. All right. We got 3 of these. Do you guys know what some of the stuff is printed in? I'm assuming the matte stuff is like a polycarbonate. Is the glossy stuff still PETG? Looks like everything's labeled. Oh yeah, everything is labeled to the T. I'm talking even the bags are labeled what's in there. Can you see that? Like every single thing is labeled everywhere. The boxes, inside the boxes, the directions tell you where to look to get the rest. It's really good. Glossy is PVG, matte is PCCF. Okay, so polycarbon and carbon fiber. That's a mouthful. Oh, okay, and I need to stop putting these things away before I finish reading. We also need Z-Rod mount, 2 of them, found in printed parts package. Okay. Was that in the same box? Yes. Same bag, rather. All right, let's see. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, those are pretty. They're also labeled. And M3x8 screws, 24 of them, found in electronics and fasteners package. All right, so electronics and fasteners package is here. Also, can I just reuse? Can I just reuse the ones that I took off the old stuff? Or actually, does anybody know if I have to reuse any of the old screws? Wow, there is a lot of little tidbits. Tidbits everywhere. Let me know if I should be reusing any screws. M3x8. M3x8, there's 29 pieces, including spare, it says. They supply enough? Okay, so basically, this whole thing that's full was just from the MK4S, and that's just kind of deal with it. I guess I replenished my box. I replenished my box of screws with this. Is that how it is? And if that's the case, I'm going to move this out of the way. So that I don't, like, knock it over or something. Did you say tidbits? Yeah, I like the word tidbits. I use it all the time. It's optional? Interesting. All right, I'll use new hardware. Oh, actually, no. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to empty this into here. I think there's enough space. And that way, I can just pull them out of here. And whatever's left, then I will put them away. So, by 8s, they go in here. M3x8s, yep. Yeah, I like that. So, they'll be here and organized. And then whatever's extra from here, then I'll just put them wherever. All right. So, I believe we got everything we need. Attach one transparent to each motor. I guess they all get it. Doesn't matter. All right. There's no side, it looks like. So we're just going to slip that one on there. Let me get you guys closer to the action. Place one Z motor mount on each motor washer. So first these go on top, little washer, and then these wild spongy looking crazy things. Then that goes on top. Play Z motor. Protrusions on the part must be facing upwards. Okay, so like this. Okay. Okay. And all right. Align the holes with all the parts. Join all the parts together with 4 M3x8 screws. Follow the same procedure in all motors. So this is pretty cool. So that what they're doing here is, I'm guessing, right? We're going to be attaching this to the motors, right? And then the motors get attached to this, which means there is literally a spongy kind of absorption happening just through the print. Very cool. That's a very interesting little part there. That's unique. That's unique for sure. I still need to learn to put screws back where they belong instead of magnetic tray of chaos. I know. I have literally trays of them, but since I printed this, it's been a no-brainer. I actually kind of wish this tray was larger, because it's very helpful. My grandma's favorite word. Oh, Keebler used to make a snack cracker called Tidbits. I didn't know that. Her favorite snack. I didn't know that. I've said Tidbits forever. That's kind of funny. Detail in the packaging shows they're thinking above what they sell. Yeah, for sure. It's like, you know, because they're also doing their own sorting and everything else. Nothing is outsourced, right? They do everything themselves. So it makes sense. Like, they have to pay attention to this stuff, because if they don't, their whole process is just not going to be the same. So, and it also gives them a larger margin at the end, because they don't have to outsource. And they'll have less mistakes and less returns that way. And they can provide better service. It's a win-win-win for everybody involved. This will be a 24-hour stream, everyone. I don't plan on finishing. But yeah, that's crazy. Also, does that mean I messed this up? No, 2 hours left. All right, good. I was like, wait a minute. And they're tired of having to tell people where stuff goes. Yeah, oh my god, all the time, repeatedly. Long time ago. You know, you can modify that tray and reprint. That's true. 3D medic. I would love for it to be twice as long. Like, and actually, I think I'm thinking about printing the more automated one, because I want the trays to be individually removable. And I saw that one, wherever it is, has removable trays. But see, the problem with that is at the beginning, I just said I wasn't going to do any more projects. And that thing is a project. Like, there's plenty. It's, you know, you'll have to employ multiple printers, all kinds of filament. Like, you'll have to build it, you know. So maybe I'll hold back. But my intentions are to print that one. Yes, quality over quantity. That's right. Well, if it didn't matter, if quality over quantity didn't matter, Prusa wouldn't be here still. And I know some people think they're struggling and whatnot, and maybe they aren't compared to how they were at some point, but I think they're doing just well. They still have a printer on their hands that can't be touched. We're talking about the five-headed XL. Still can't be touched. Still literally a leader that everyone is trying to copy. And they will copy very successfully and much more popular, actually. But keep in mind, Prusa is the one that has it in the market right now. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Also, once I get a little bit further, I have a nice little brewski I would like to pour to drink. If you guys want to join me, that would be cool. Join all the parts. Do it on all 3 motors. Did that. Very cool. Turn the bottom panel upside down. Done did it. Look at the circle in the middle of the panel. Take the Z motor right. Z motor right. That's the one with the long cable. Push the motor. I like how everything's color-coded, by the way. Like, the locate the circle hole in the middle of the panel is yellow, and it's yellow on the, on here. And then this is in green. Push the motor, and the arrows are green. And then there's like a, it tells you where the cable needs to go in red, and there's red arrows to show you where all this goes. Like, even the manual is crazy. Pull the motor through a rod through the panel. Okay. Align the holes. Okay. Like this. All right. The cable's going straight outward. Okay. Push both Z left through the bottom panel. Okay. The motor cables must point to the rear motor side. All right, because that's the rear. Right, so let's go this way. Yow. All right, and this way for this one. Uh-oh. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. All right, let's point this way. Align. Point this way. Align. This one should still be good. Align. Got it. Okay. All right. Got that. And the following instructions will refer to the front and rear sides of the assembly. The front side has 2 motors, while the rear side has 1 motor. We will remind you along the way, but it's good to keep this in mind. That's just a nice thing to write there, you know? Okay, we got that. Next. Begin securing down the motors, starting with the rear motor. Insert and fully tighten 4 M3x8 screws into the rear motor. I know what you're saying, but $5,000 is a big gulp for that XL. And you see how many people have it? Like, lots of people have it. It's just, it's a premium machine, and the folks that have the money will always buy the premium. Or the companies that need it and require it for work will always buy it, because a $5,000 tool isn't really that crazy if it's going to make you a ton of money. Geno? Whoa, wrong screw in here. One thing that's interesting here is that we're threading into plastic. Not that that's really that crazy on a Z-axis, but still, I find it interesting that that's a thing. All right, line that a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like, like I'll go to Cars and Coffee or something, and I bring my Subaru, right? And how many people at Cars and Coffee have Porsches, Ferraris, Lambos, shoot, even Cybertrucks, hate it or love it, the price tag on them. People will always buy premium. And I will always buy premium used. It's kind of like a if I could, I would type of scenario, I guess. All right, we got 2 more. Let's go. By the way, I didn't charge this thing. I'm not sure how long it'll last. But I assume because of the larger battery, this thing should be good for at least this. But we'll see. So far, it's doing okay. So I gotta do some work. Hey, thank you for popping in, man. And good to see you here. Appreciate it. It'll be interesting to compare that with the Bamboo H2C. Yeah, it would. It would. New teaser for the Core 1 and the 6T. I think it was 7, right? Because it went to 6, but it started at 0. I think it was 7. Those that have the XL must not be married. Hey, that's possible. Do we get gummies? There are gummies, but I'm following the directions. I'm assuming we'll get to celebrate with gummies at some point. I said my Broncos sold for 10K. I'd buy 5. Yeah, nice. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Like so will pay for itself just on filament savings over the AMS. It'll take 25 years, but it'll pay for itself. Right, right. Okay, all right. Let's see. What's next? Make sure the screws stay tight, stay straight. Do not tilt as you tighten them. Okay. Do not over tighten the screws that thread directly in a plastic part. For final tightening, use the shorter part of the key as the handle to apply the correct amount of torque. Very nice. Okay. Yep. We're good. First, insert the Z-rod mount into the opening. Next, oh, I did not do that. I should read that carefully. Hopefully this doesn't do anything but just block things out. What is that for, actually? Put those in. I think we need that crazy wrench for this, don't we? Next to the front right Z motor, use the 1316 wrench to rotate the mount 90 degrees, locking it into place. Secure the motor. I guess that was to help it from turning. As in like the motor from turning. I'm going to have to take out these screws to do that. So yeah, we're partially reading the instructions. I was short a few gummies? Oh, man. I would call them. I guess if you have a print farm, you'll save a lot of money in the long run. Yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, can I do this without damaging it? I'm trying to be stubborn and not get the tool. All right, that works. Yep. All right, let's put those screws back in. That was definitely a little bit of an unusual piece right there, but I get why it's there. That's just supposed to lock things in and align the motor, I guess. All right. The instructions notes, you may not have enough. They cover they really did a great job. Nice. All right, secure them. Yep, we did that. Make sure the screws stay straight, not tilt. Yep, sure, got it. Yep, 90 degrees, did that, and did that. Now we're on this side, did that. Place whole assembly aside for a while. Wow, for a while. All right, let's set this aside for a while. I guess that means we get to grab our little brewski. All right, I guess I'm going floor. Oh, you know what? Right here, right on the motor. Right on the box. All right. Anyone gonna grab a beverage with me? So today we are having an American Brown by Monument. Very tasty brew, actually. Since I still haven't gone to the store to buy myself another bottle. Right there. Hey, Benny. How you doing? Just in time for a little brew. I'm 4 ahead of you with some Goose Island. Ooh. All good. Good to hear. Nice, Brian. CAT scan was negative. Hold on. What do you mean? I want someone who's got my back. I could use it right now. Totaled my Prius this morning. Airbag saved my life. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. I'm very happy to hear that the Prius did its job. 50 miles per hour into an abandoned power pole. Ooh. Just head on, Brian? That sounds rough. Some very nice rye? Nice. Yeah, I definitely want some rye. And pole jumped down in front of you. Automatic wireless collection, nice. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's in most cars, luckily, now. I see. That's nice. That was yeah. I guess that's the right call. Since other folks would be involved, that's the right call. Yeah, man, get some really good rest. If you haven't seen somebody, 100% see somebody. I've been in one specific accident I recall. It was a motorcycle accident where I thought I was fine. And then later on, I was not fine. And I went to the emergency room. And definitely take care of yourself. And if you haven't gotten yourself looked at, 100% do that. My Tacoma is not calling anything. Yeah, I guess my 05 wouldn't have called either. Well, cheers to you. Hope you're feeling better. And definitely get yourself looked at. Glad you're here, though. Glad you're here. Nothing you can find wrong. You know what? That's great. That's great. Man. Yep, ibuprofen for sure. All right. I'm going to keep going, guys. But I'm not ignoring you. What you drinking? No, we got beer. I showed it earlier. Just pouring it. We got ourselves some American Brown by Monument. I love brown ale, especially if it's a nut brown ale. That's definitely my favorite brew. And there's less and less of them around. Bell's Best Brown's pretty good, but not the same. You know? Yeah, you're really living it up right now. That's awesome. All right. For the following steps, please prepare. Be very careful when handling sharp sheet metal parts to avoid injury or damage. Metal sheet profiles may look identical at first glance, but there's some differences. Double check to pick the correct ones. Front profile, 1X. Notice the cutouts found in the metal parts 1 to 3 package. And I guess that's why you were telling me not to put them all together like this, huh? All right, so let's find that one. It's got some cutouts. I see it. That's this guy. All right, we got cutouts on this side. Here, let me get you guys a little higher. A little more of a bird's eye, probably. Since this thing will be building upward. All right. Well, we did that one. Rear profile with 2 holes on the flat side. That's this one right here. That one. Okay. And there's 2 of those. Yeah, there's 2 of these identical ones. It looks like it's this way, facing this way with a little notch. We'll do that. And then, universal profile, no holes on a flat side. Bada bing, bada boom, 2 of these. Yep. Let's put these back for now. And we need a spacer pin Found in electronics and fasteners. Spacer pin. Found in electronics and fasteners. Electronics and fasteners. This. We are looking for spacer pin. This is what I love. The bags have written what's inside of there. So, don't see spacer pin. Nope. Magnet, steel ball. 2 times spacer. But is that spacer pin? Let's keep going just to make sure that's the thing. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Nylon block. Socket screw. M3 nuts and washers. Cleaning accessories. More zip ties. Alright, so that's gotta be it then, huh? Newcastle is a solid brew, but... and by the way, Newcastle was my favorite beer years ago. Then they got bought out by somebody, and it became so much more sweet. It was already a kind of a sweet beer, but it became so sweet, I just couldn't... It was never the same to me, and I just couldn't do it anymore. It first happened when my originally first favorite, which was a Dewclaw Euphoria. That was definitely by far my favorite. But they stopped making it. They discontinued it. And then shortly after that, Newcastle switched. And I wouldn't even buy it anymore. Porter Stout guy. Okay. Dragon Breath, huh? Yeah, definitely happy birthday. All right, so what am I looking for here? Oh, wait, is it going to show me what a spacer pin is? Oh, those things. Why is that called a spacer pin? I mean, it's right here. What are they called on the bag? They're called spacer. Just spacer on the pin. Okay. All right, here we go. So those are apparently called spacer pins, but also aka spacer. There's a lot on here actually that's labeled spacer in this little package. Oh, okay, and I also need M3x4 RT screws, which it doesn't say where they are, but I'm guessing they're in the same box. M3x4R. M3x4R block screw. M3x4RT. Aha, M3x4RT. That's what I need. M3x4BT. M3x8. M3x4RT. There's 57 of these things. Alright, definitely not putting those into that box. Because these have a star pattern on them. So T is the Torx, I guess. And we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, set that aside for now. Oh yeah, I do like Shinerbach. It's not bad. It's not my favorite go-to type thing, but I've had it plenty of times. It's good. No, I can't hate on it. M3x4 fart. Fart jokes are always funny. I don't care how old you are, who you are. I'm laughing at fart jokes. Be very careful when handling sharp sheet metal. Said it again. That means it's probably actually dangerous. All right, let me get the right tool on here. And is this the right tool? Yes. Okay. Place the front profile according to the picture. The cutouts must be facing you. All right. Place one of the universal profiles on the left side. And orient it to go this way. All right, gotcha. Use the flange as a guide. Attach the two profiles together. The flange on the front plate, blue arrow, must be inserted under the left profile, green arrow, not on top. Align the holes on both parts. Join parts together with an M3x4 RT fart screw. All right, gotcha. Let's try. So this goes under. Man, I really love the paint slash what's it called? Powder coat on this. It's got this glittery black that just looks really premium. All right, now we're doing, according to the picture, place a rear profile with the two holes on the top, and that's going to go this way because this one has to get screwed into there. Like so. Okay, got that. And by process of elimination, we'll go this way. Black and tans are pretty good. They are. Man, I haven't had a black and tan in a while, actually. That's true. Looks like Galaxy Black. It does. It does. That's definitely it. Once this is put together, I'll show you guys a little closer. All right. And we got one more. Let me undo this one. I think I have this piece overlapping a bit. There we go. There we go. All right. Got it, got it, got it. Nice and square, too. Nothing, it's kind of interesting that how flat that is. These are the same screws. Yeah, I know. Here, just so you guys get a closer peek of what I'm talking about here. Focus on my hand. Come on, focus. There he goes. See that? It's like sparkly. It comes off on camera, right? In person, it's almost like a dark gray with like a really dark gray with these like shiny sparkles. First glance, it looks like a dark gray. I guess it's black with little sparkles. I think it's cute when guys appreciate sparkle. Dang, caught me lacking, huh? That's funny. All right, we did that. We secured it. Oh, here's these spacer pins. Spacer pins. Insert the spacer pin into the hole in the front of the profile. This one. Okay. Push firmly on the spacer pin. Got it. Use the same procedure for the second spacer pin. Okay, I wonder what these are for. All right. No problem. I use Galaxy filament over silk anytime. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. For sure. All right. We did that. Let's keep going. For the following steps, please prepare anti-vibration foot. Here we go. This is in the electronics and chamber parts package. Electronics and chamber parts package should have our feet. Duraliner coated. All right. And we need some M3 by 4 RT. We'll continue on. We need 8 of them this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Kind of find it interesting that they're using Torx screws instead of Allen. I wonder what's up with that. Oatmeal chocolate salad. You know, I can only have like one of those. You know, because they are really thick. It's like a dessert. You know. Hey Caleb, how you doing? I don't even know what WTF we're building. We are building the Prusa Core 1 3D printer. And the cool part about it is this isn't just the kit. This was an upgrade to my Prusa MK4S. So we took the Prusa MK4S apart and we're turning it into a Core 1. And the only way you will ever know is because I kept the original Prusa MK4S on the extruder housing. Just as a kind of homage to the original. Oh, this is delicious. Oatmeal cookies, raisins, or no raisins? Raisins. 100% raisins. Not why is that even a conversation? Oatmeal raisin. That's how it is. Place the bottom of the frame according to the picture. The front profile must be facing you. Okay, it is. Peel off the protective layer on the anti-vibration feet. Stick one anti-vibration foot on each corner of the frame. Align it with the outer edge. Okay. And these... Oh, yeah, the adhesive is very weak. I don't even think there is any adhesive on there. You guys were not... We're not joking. Oh, yeah, that doesn't stick. Huh. Is this even coming off correctly? Oh, yeah, it is. Man, okay. Not that I didn't believe you guys. That's not it at all. I just, I guess expected more? Yeah, so it looks like there's probably going to be some kind of 3D print for this. Like you guys mentioned. There's no way this is going to hold on. No way. Especially because this metal has this nice coating on it. Yeah, I mean, this one is already coming off. I guess they're hoping for this to be, like, underweight. I stuck a mod in the Discord for it. Nice. Appreciate that. Thank you. That's a bummer. Turn it, the front must be facing you. I bet they fall off right now. Okay, they held through that. Yeah, I guess hopefully the weight keeps them on there at least for a little while. Attach the rear side of the bottom. Attach the rear side of the bottom panel assembly to the rear side of the bottom frame. Ensure that the front side of the bottom panel assembly with 2 motors aligns with the front profile of the bottom frame with cutouts. Place all the motor cables inside the center area of the bottom frame to prevent pinching. Slowly and carefully lower the bottom panel assembly into the bottom profile. Ensure that the assembly fits completely inside the bottom profile. Make sure no part of the bottom panel assembly extends outside the bottom frame. Double check that no cables are pinched. Alright, so we're literally just lowering it on top of there. And 2 motors is the front. Okay. And we're making sure that the cables are facing the rear, but are inside. And we can ensure that by lifting this thing up. At least that's how I will assure that. There we go. Are we in? Alright, let me check. Yep, one of my feet already fell off. Cable, cable, cable. Let's get this foot back on here. Wow. How did that get through Bruce's QC, you know? Like, how? That makes no sense.
That makes zero sense to me.
They hold such a high standard, and the components are so high quality. How'd that happen? Like a bitter IPA, not the capless ones, and not fruity ones. Yeah, okay, I agree with that. There's plenty of IPAs that taste like cat piss. All right, I need my fan on. You know what's funny, guys? I lost my fan remote. And I remembered that I have a flipper. Haven't used this thing in a while. For those of you guys that don't know what a flipper is, definitely look it up. But in here, you can go to sub-gigahertz, and we'll go to... Let's see. We'll go to... Is it not sub... It's infrared, isn't it? Yeah, infrared. We'll go to infrared. We'll go down past bidets, past all this other stuff to fans. This fan, start with the B. Bio something. We'll go to right here, Bionair. Okay. Nope, that couldn't be it. What is it? Hold on, let me check what the fan was. What's it called? It is Bionair. Was there more? Is there another folder? The heck? I've used it already many times. Why is this folder empty? Alright, let me check again. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah, Bionair, and it's empty. Okay, that means I'm in the wrong thing. So not sub... Okay, hold on. Not infrared. Is it sub-gigahertz? Alright, let me go back. Oh, okay. I have to go infrared here. Saved remotes. Here we go. Flipper. Yep, okay, there we go. Now down to Bionair. I missed it. I'm going back again. Okay, let's try again. Fans, I made this way more difficult than it actually is supposed to be. Bionair, there we go. And it's this one with the numbers, and it gives me... Oh, right, it's not going to adjust. Here. Yeah. It gives me this menu. Wait, cover my face. There we go. Look at that. Power, speed, breeze, blah, blah. And the top of this thing has infrared. And we'll power that bad boy on. I said, we're going to power that bad boy on. What a horrible demo this is. What's going on here? We plugged in? Oh, there we go. Okay. Speed. Let's go set it to 3. There we go. Get that thing rolling. Anyway, the cool thing is I've used this thing several times. Once my batteries ran out of my fan upstairs, and I used this thing. And then again for this thing, because I don't have a remote anymore, and the buttons on top are broken. So there's actually no other way to interact with that thing, and this little thing with a couple little hackies works really well. You know what's funny is I can never remember how to turn this thing off. I'm not even kidding. There we go, power off. Yep, there you go. And the Dolphin gets upset, and that's fine. I have a 3D printed TPU, 3D printed case, and then a 3D printed box that it goes into, and it drops in perfect. And there's this really interesting latch system. It kind of latches in place like that. I keep this thing around. I love it. And then I made solder up and made a little Wi-Fi module with an ESP 82 to mess with some Wi-Fis. Very fun stuff. You can open Tesla doors if they're in park. Ask me how I know. With that thing. So pretty good stuff. This was way better than walking. No, the knob is broken. That's the part you're missing. Nice. This presentation is brought to you by Skillshare. That's pretty good. We just fix the knob, right? Yeah, I have to take that thing apart and see what's going on in there. Man, I'm really disappointed in these legs, these feet. I guess we know what goes on the cons list of this machine, huh? All right, so we did that. We lowered it on there. It's all good. There's no cables hidden anywhere. Focus on the front right corner and right side. Slightly lift one of the corners of the bottom panel assembly. Align the threaded hole in the bottom panel with a hole in the profile. Join both together with an M3. Man, the instructions are incredible. All right, so if we slightly lift the right side. Yeah, okay, I see that. Another good song, by the way. So slightly lift. And it goes right on. Perfect. All right. Join both parts. Yep. Move to the rear corner on the right side. Align the holes based on the profile. Secure it with another M3 screw. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay. Got it. Line holes. Yep. We did that. And did that one. Move to the rear side of the assembly, side with the Z motor. Okay, and we're going to do both of those. Turn the assembly to the front profile, facing you with the cutouts. Align holes. All right, so we're just going around now and screwing this bad boy together. All right, I guess I don't have to walk around it. I can just kind of rotate. What's going on with this one? Here, let's do this one on the right first. See if I have better luck. Yep. Okay. Now this guy. Why does this one not want to go in? Yeah, this one doesn't like it. All right, let me loosen this side. And let me pull this down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen. And the leg fell off again. And this leg fell off again. Wow. Wow, you guys were not kidding. Those are hot garbage. Prusa. That is very unlike anything else. All right, this looks like it'll align perfectly now. It does. And we can tighten this back up. 1 and 2. Okay. And man, these feet. Is it weird to keep continuing to complain about them? I'm gonna remove them for now. Because they're just gonna fall off anyway. Let's move this stuff to the center. All right, so the front is here. Yep. Okay. Now we have 2 screws left. All right, hold on. Focus on left side assembly, align holes. Yep, with the profile. Turn the assembly to the front facing you. Align holes on the base assembly and screw them using in these. Oh, right. Okay. I haven't done the very front yet. Right. So we should be missing one somewhere. Yep. Right here. And we're in. Okay. Tightened. All right. We got the bottom panel on. I like my regular Hodo. Lives in a multi-board holder with a built-in charger. Yep. Yeah, I like it too. I find this to be a very interesting in-between. And I really love the speed at which this thing spins. It's very quick. It starts slow and then speeds up. And the starting slow gives it enough torque. It's really interesting. These things are evolving. Do you know if the Hodo driver is available separately from the special pack you got it in? I prefer not having random boxes of tools all over the place. I think you have to buy it like this, as in like it's the tool itself and the bits. I don't think you can buy just this tool. As far as I know, it's their whole like, 56-piece snap block set. As far as I understand. I could be wrong on that, but as far as I know, you can't buy it. I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious about the mod. You said you printed it. You pasted it in Discord. Live stream chat right here. Copy link. Oh, I see. Okay, so it gives it a spot to sit in, and you actually screw it on. That's where the original screw goes. And there's 2 holes on the edges, right? Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so you just screw it right in. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give those a print for sure. Yeah, they are strangely bad. Extra short. With TPU pad inserts. Interesting. I'd rather use this rubber, though. This rubber is nice and dense and works well. As much as I like TPU, I'll probably keep it like this. Oh, this is the remix for the original feet. Okay, I understand now. All right, cool. Thank you for sending that link. I appreciate it. Polymaker Galaxy Black match as well. I have that, actually. Use rubber cement. Yeah, you could. I think there's a photo of my making there, Chad. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. I'll check that out. Thank you. With the Gorilla version, use some of their products. I like them. Duct tape will take off skin. All right, so it looks like we're going to be rewarding ourselves. It's time to reward yourself. Stack your gummy bears in 8 rows. Arrange the number of gummy bears in each row as shown in the picture. If you don't get the exact number in the last row, we recommend finding the nearest candy store and buying the missing ones. Eat the first row. All right. Let's go ahead and do that. I don't know where I'm going to keep them in rows, though. I don't really have space like that around here anywhere. Where could I keep them? I guess if I move this here. I can use... I don't even know. I have a paper towel, I guess I can put it all on. Hopefully I'm muted in time. Hit the sneeze. I just stubbed my toe on the rest of the profiles that I put under there. All right, so the first row is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second row, also 5. 4, 5. Third row is 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have 7. Wow. That's a good treat. 6, 7. Then 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna go stale like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. 5 one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I was shorted. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm shorted by 1. Now I have to go to the candy store. How could they do this to me? All right, we're going to indulge on the first row. And I instantly missed. Cool. Bonus points if you get the colors to match. You know, I could spend a long time doing it. I'm really pretending not that I'm pretending that I don't want to do that. Grab a build plate. True. Well, I also didn't wash my hands. I'll be handling all this hardware and all the stuff right from their factory. So, hey, hopefully their factory's clean. Maybe in a spare bag. These are delicious, by the way. All right. Congratulations. You just assembled a base assembly. Set the assembly aside for now, and let's move on to the next chapter. Cool. Ooh, tools. I need these funky wrenches, huh? All right. We're going to do some kind of box action. Let's go. All right. Core 1 Buddy Box. Found in the Metal Parts 3 of 3 package. Metal Parts 3 of 3. All right, that's the front. Whoa, crazy hinge over here. Look at this packaging. That's inserted? Wow. Okay, I'll leave that in there for now. And we're going to need this thing. Not this stuff yet, huh? All right. Let's put this back. Next, we need grommet. 1916. 2 of them. Found in electronics and fasteners package. Electronics and fasteners package. We need some grommets. Gotta love a good grommet. There's so much hardware still to go through. Insane. Alright, so we got several kinds of grommets. A whole set. And to find which one, I'm just going to look at the bag. So it looks like the larger ones, there's 6 of them. They are the 6? Also, is there actually 6? Doesn't look like there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is. All right, and we just need 2. Okay, got that. Then also in this package, there is a thermal pad. Oh, 2 types of thermal pads. All right, let's find those. I vaguely remember seeing them. Beautifully organized, just like the previous machine, the MK4S. All right, so we need 1 long one. This guy. And 2 short ones. Okay, got that. Put this back. We need 4 zip ties. We got zip ties over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, zip ties. And we need M3x6 screws. Let's see, M3x6. M3x6 screw. That's in here. And we have a lot of those left over. So these will join it. M3x10. M2, M3x18. Right here. M3x6. Right, M3x6. We need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these will populate this area. Okay. Not bad. All right, I'm surrounded by boxes. Let's do this. Insecure adhesive is pretty nice. Yeah, sounds good. Yep. Yep. Same. Same. Hey, XY. Cyber, excuse me. Cyber. Hello. All right, we got this. Got the screws. List continues in the next step, it says. Oh, I put everything away, of course. Aha. We need the X-Buddy extension board found in electronics and chamber package. And chamber. I do like that they extended the board like that. Like, that's really cool, actually. And goes to show you how they've optimized, building these things. Like, they made an extension. Instead of making a whole new board, they can use the same ones that they have in stock and use this add-on board just for this machine and continue to produce the same boards that they have been producing. I mean, if that's not genius, I don't even know. That's genius. Someone knows how to manufacture correctly. All right, so we got our X-Buddy board. Or no, excuse me. We got our X-Buddy board from the MK4S. Okay. And we have our extension board. We need the extension cable found in electronics and fasteners box. All right, this was all chamber parts. Electronics and fasteners box is going to have a green cable right here. All right, got that. And whoops, got out extra cables. These are nicely wound, by the way. No loose cables here. They wound them up real tight. All right. Assembly multi-tool found in the printed parts package. And I do recall seeing that wild-looking tool. Right here somewhere. Yep. It's whatever this thing is. It's having the foresight to design the original board so that it could, yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. Kind of like you can continuously expand any board that runs Clipper. So like you can literally add on infinite boards as long as they're running Clipper and your printer config includes the board's UID and its pins. It's the same in that sense. pretty cool. All right, so we got all that. And we got this wild-looking tool. Looks like a little dinosaur. All right. Peel off the white adhesive layer from the thermal pads. The white adhesive, okay. Got it. 1, 2. I'm guessing there's very clear places to install these. I can see little kickouts for them. Little bump outs in the metal, which is pretty neat. Attach the pads onto the back of the X-Buddy board, making sure they indicate the correct size and positions. Third, ensure the pad attachment surface is clean. Okay, yep, cool, no problem. Peel off the protective tape. Pro tip, if the edge of the layer is difficult to lift, you can use the thin side of an assembly multi-tool. Oh, okay. They even give you a little tool to be able to peel that off. Look at that. Oh, we're putting it on the board itself. All right, because there are, see those 3? There are those, but this also has spots that show you exactly where to put this, which is just so well done. Okay, thermals are going to be grand. All right, peel that off. Gotcha. 1, 2. And how smart is it, by the way, to design this in a way where the thing itself is the heatsink? All right, we got that. Next, always touch inside electronics board. Well, okay, yep, sure. It's all inside. Okay, and insert it into the buddy box. Looks like we're going in like this. Let's go with this. And insert. Like that. Okay. Oop, that popped out. That's okay. The screws will hold that in place. Before fully securing, align the board's holes with X-Buddy box's thread standouts. Fix the position of the X board, inserting 5 M3x6 screws. Well, does it tell me which ones? Fully tighten all 5 screws. Be very careful. Be very carefully. Be very carefully. It's the first time I saw a translation issue with any Prusa anything. Usually their English specifically is 100% on point. But be very carefully is incorrect. And if I can get the screw in there, that'd be fantastic. All right, that's 1. 2. Got the edges. 3. Gotta use my hand on this one. Don't want to strip that on that angle. That's 4. This one's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. There's 3 left. I'm guessing that's for the smaller board. Okay. I need that on a shirt. Which one? What did I miss? All right, we done did that. Insert the X-Buddy extension above the board. Notice the part orientation before fully attaching completely. Center the holes on the board. Okay. There's a USB-C cable. We're officially in modern times. Tighten with 4 screws. Be very carefully. You know what's funny? When I update this shirt with a few core ones, I can add that to the bottom as an Easter egg. Be very carefully. You know, this buddy board here has a lot of connectors on it, and all the connectors are facing up from this direction. Unlike this board, they're all facing up here, so you can just kind of click them in from the top. These are from here. It's going to be interesting putting them in there or removing them if you ever have to. I wonder if there's enough space. Obviously there is, but kind of interesting that they chose to do that. All right, we did that. And we're good to go. Whoa, okay, we need a lot of zip ties. Take a closer look at the X-Buddy box. There are 6 perforations in the metal case. Be very carefully. Oh, proceed very carefully this time. Be careful not to damage the connectors or capacitors on the X-Buddy board. Attach the hook on the assembly multi-tool below the first perforation on the left. Push the zip tie through the perforation and into the assembly multi-tool. It will guide the zip tie into the electronics box. Note the correct orientation on the zip tie. The teeth on the zip tie must be on the visible side. Repeat the process at the indicated perforations. Skip the 3rd and 6th. What? Wow. This is how far we're going? Holy. That's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. All right, so we got this. So it said skip the... Click off of this. Skip the 3rd and 6th. There's got to be an image for that, right? There is. All right, teeth are visible. Wild tool over here. Yeah, I mean, it works. It works perfectly. Wow, nutty. That's nutty. Someone was having a lot of fun designing that, that's for sure. Someone was having a good old time. They're like, Joe, look at this. And Joe was like, yes. I like this. That's probably what he said. I like this. And then they ate gummy bears. Okay. My zip ties are ready. On this inside tag footer for the drying instructions. Hang dry. Be very carefully. Hey, Knox, how you doing? Good to see you here. All right. Plug the X-Buddy extension connector with the free red cable. Okay. Leave the red cable free for now. plug the other end of the X-Buddy extension cable to the X-Buddy board. So this part is going into the extension. Click. Like I said, their connectors are pretty damn good. As much as I hated on them. This guy, I bet it's this way. Yep, clicks right in. Perfect. And it's like a reassuring click, too. All right, red stays out. All right. I guess I could have done this for you guys. My bad, my bad, my bad. Hold on. There we go, like that. Waves. Question. Why are Slicer not letting you load STL files anymore? Chitty will not, and it won't let you save the print local for some reason. That's weird. I use STL files all the time. You should be able to drag STL files in. That's strange. Hey, Luke. Hopefully you got my email today. Sorry I was late. I didn't get to it yesterday. But I got you. I got you in there. So if you haven't seen it yet, check your email. It might, it should be from Feder@3dprintsos.com. All right, we done did that. All right, now we done did these grommets. These are nice and soft. And a lot more companies need to be using grommets because there's plenty that never do on the inside of their machines where they think that people aren't going to look. Just saying. All right, completely press them. Sure thing. Yep, we did that. For the following steps, please prepare the ESP Wi-Fi reused from MK4S. All right, that is this little guy right over here. Core 1 Wi-Fi cover found in printed parts package. All right, printed parts package. Let's find the Wi-Fi box. I believe this is it. Yep, gotta be. Okay. And we need some hardware. M3 by 12 screw. Just one of those? Do I have one? I have one right here, just so I don't have to go digging around, because it's only just one. Okay. M3 by 6 screw, 2 of them, and we already have those out. M3 by 6, 2 of them right here. All right, let's see what we do with these things. Interesting. Insert 2 M3 by 6 screws on the side here. No problem. There's one. Where'd the other one go? Whoops. Dropped it. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go. I've located it. Do not tighten them completely. Leave at least 4 millimeters gap. Okay. Just leave it like that. Insert the ESP Wi-Fi module into the Wi-Fi cover. Let's see what the photo looks like. So we got it this way, and it goes in like that. Very nice. And the connector, yep, got the connector. Be very careful when handling the connector, okay? Take the Wi-Fi cover assembly, connect to the ESP module pins right here. Like that. Got it. And push it in. Got it. And secure the cover with this one screw. Gotcha. For this one, we use the Hodo. Hodo! It has no trouble going through the plastic. That's for sure. All right, so that's on there. Very Prusa-like contraption. Fits very well with the rest of their things that they've done like that. Set the assembly aside for a while. I like how they say that. Just set it aside for a while. You know? We'll get to it later. No big deal. Oh, okay, good, good. Oh, Zumi's back. Don't tell her. All right, what's next? For the following steps, please prepare the Delta PSU 240W24. All right, that's our PSU right over here. M4 by 6R screws. And R, I think, means button head. And that would be in electronics and fasteners, even though it doesn't say. It does not say that. I know they're in here. I just know it. All right. M3 by 4T. M3 by 4R black screw. We need M3 by 6R. M3 by 6R. I don't see it. 3 by 6R, not here. M3 by 5. Nope, not here either. M3. No. Hold on. It just looks like it's just an M. Oh, M4. That's because I'm not reading correctly. It's M4 by 6R. M4 by 6R screw. That isn't here. M4. It would help. It'd help to read. It really would. M4 by 6. There's 3 pieces in here. We only need 2. And I'm not going to put this in my box because it's an M4. So we'll take 2 of them. And then we need the power panic cable. The power panic cable may look different depending on your MK4S power board version. Okay, so we also need... How come this one isn't telling me where the things are? Like, it's not telling me which boxes to get these out of. This is unique. X-Buddy power cables. There's 2 of them. Oh, that's because we're using these. Right? I remember those. They are right here. There are these. That's why. Okay. So, yeah, MK4 Buddy Power. MK4 Buddy Power. All right. So we got 2 of these. Oh, yeah. And then that other cable. This thing. It told us to set this aside from the MK4S. All right. Cool. Took me a second, but I got it. We got there in the end. All right. So we have everything we need. Into the 2 M4 6R screws on the side. Do not tighten them completely. Leave at least 4mm gap between the screw head and the PSU. Okay. Like, oops, drop this thing too. Slightly loosen all 4 power terminal screws on the PSU. Do not remove them. 3 to 4 turns are enough. Okay. We will do that. They're already loose though, but yeah, they are all loose from the previous endeavors. I'm assuming we're putting the cables on next. Next. All right, following steps, we'll be connecting the power cables one by one. Terminal screws are installed in PSU already. Loosen them, but do not remove them completely. One has prevailing red color is positive, black color is negative. Note that the power cables have different connectors on each end. For now, prepare the U-shaped connectors. Okay. All right. We're doing this. And we're matching the plus to the plus and the minus to the minus. Should be easy. All right, we'll do the first set. Positive and negative. And now we get the other cable, and we do the same thing. We'll do positive over here. There we go. And negative over here. Got it. And then we have this other cable, which I'm sure they'll tell us to plug in a second. And looks like it's going to be this side. This way. I'm assuming this next part is where this tells me to do that. Oh, it's just telling me really carefully. Make sure that's happening. Yep. Pair them up. Put that cable in. Got it. Put the assembly aside for a little while. Okay. We got a whole pile of parts being set aside over there. You know, I do that time to time. All right, what's next? For the following steps, please prepare. Back panel, found the metal parts. We got that out. It's filled with other parts. So let's remove the other parts out of here. And get our back panel out. Pretty exciting. We got the largest piece in the box. Does that mean progress? Does that mean we're moving in a direction? What does that mean? Back panel, we got that. Grommet. Okay, we need 2 more of those grommets found in electronics and fasteners. And those are right here. And we specifically need, we need multiple grommets. Okay. So we need 2 of these larger ones. Let's take them all out. 2 of these. And then grommet 13.5 by 10, the small one found in electronics. Okay. Got them right here, 2 of them. We need a sealing plug. What's that? Oh, I see. And that's here too. Okay, sealing plug. And M3 for RTs again. FART. Still good. For RT, FART. We got our farty screws. 2 of those. Got it. Let's switch the tool. Hey, thanks for subbing to the channel, Mini-Me. A wild pile. Hashtag a wild pile. I like that. That's true. All right. Position the back panel shown on the first page. Use the 2 oval holes as a reference. Sure. Okay. The sealing plug is not symmetrical. Okay. Insert the side with a smaller diameter facing downward. Come again? Insert the small grommet to the left circle hole. Insert a small grommet to the oval hole. Okay, I see. So this is going in this way. It says down this way. Okay. And then a grommet is going right here. Okay. Got it. And then another grommet up top here in the oval. Okay, got that. Got that. All right. Focus on the large ones. All right, so we're doing the top one. Perfect fit. Move to the right side, and that's going over here. Okay.
I wonder why we're not putting in anything on that side, on the bottom. I guess we'll find out in due time. All right, that's in. Very lovely that they're protecting everything with those. Very nice. All right, carefully insert the PSU into the rear panel pocket. Rear panel pocket, huh? Wait. Hold on. Push the cable bundle through the opening on the bottom of the panel. Align the screws on the PSU. Okay, yep, sure. Slide the PSU so the screws go through the holes. Yeah, okay, I got it, but the wires on the bottom never got a grommet. Whoa. Wait. There's no grommet here. Are we going to put another one on there? And look, there's no grommet in their example where they told me to put one. Or here. What's going on here? I'm going to do it. Because it tells me to. Alright. All of this stuff goes in here. Like that. And this goes here and slides down. And let's tighten that. One and two. By the way, guys, we just hit 11 o'clock, which means we have about an hour left for our filament giveaway by Polymaker. If you guys are just joining in, there's a link at the top of both chats in Twitch and on YouTube. And it'll take you to a gleam.io link, which you can fill out a single question and enter to win. You can be anywhere as long as you're a subscriber to the channel and you're here when I call you. You can win some filament from Polymaker. So keep that in mind, guys. They're not making you use a grommet. Is it your birthday? I like that. I don't know, Mark. We're about to find out where those screws are going. Oh, these, yeah. Yep, did that. Tighten them, got it, cool. Oh, now we're getting this thing. Carefully insert the X Buddy box on this side. And how are we doing this? Align the holes on the right side, slide the buddy box down. Okay, and tighten. All right. Very tidy so far. Okay. Yep. Sure thing. Gently slide it down, maintain the position. Fix. Okay, we got them. Yep. Tighten them, sure. And then here's two of them. Two M3 4RT screws are, yeah, they're going to hold both these things. Well, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with this. I don't think there is. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's not going anywhere. Aha, following steps, please prepare. PSU cable cover found in printed parts package. Printed parts package. If I had an assistant, it'd be so nice if they would just hand me whatever I need right now. Printed parts. Our builds will go twice as fast. Alright, so then we need an M3NS, which I have some. I'm just going to use them. I have one right here. This is from the Mark IV. S. I took them out of some plastic part. Oh yeah, like the fan thing I took them out of. All right, we got 2 of these, and then we need M3 by 10 RT. Let's grab those 10 RT. I mean, does that mean they're just the black ones with the rounded head, with the button head on there? Because if that's the case, I only have one. All right, so I gotta open it anyway. All right, I'll open the box. Let's see. We need M3 by 10 RT. M3. Not this one. M3 by 10 RT black screws. Okay. M3 by 10 RT black screws. Got them. Okay. And we just need 2 of them. 1, 2. And these will go into the 10mm pile. There we go. Cool stuff. Someone who reads first. Right. I'm trying. A couple more years for sure. A couple more years. And we're gonna have a full-on trainee. All right, insert the M3NS nuts into the hole on each end. A very Prusa thing to do. Very Prusa thing to do. I mean, they started doing it, and they're going to continue doing it. It's interesting, though, they incorporate this stuff really well into the designs. They fit perfectly every time. They really figured it all out. All right, that's in there. Ensures the holes are aligned. They are. Oh, okay. Attach the PSU cover in between the PSU and the X-Buddy box. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's threads for that. Wow, that's really elaborate, actually. There's different height standoffs on both these things. That's, not unnecessary. That's not the right word, but wow. That's kind of crazy. All right. So we're putting them not in the center. Oh, and these are Torx too. Okay. So we're doing the outer ones. So this is going into the actual into the actual threads that are there on the buddy box, and in the actual threads and standoff on the power supply. Interesting. And that gives us 2 more holes to attach something else, which I'm guessing is going to be the covers for these things. So they're connected together now. Interesting. Like I said, you got to get used to their design language. It's unique for sure. For the following steps, please prepare fan grid and electronics and chamber parts. Electronics and chamber parts. I recall seeing those. Yep. Okay. Got that. Chamber thermistor, 260mm, found in electronics and chamber parts box. Okay. I didn't realize there were cables in here. These are fans in here. Okay. Here's a cable. Okay, so that's the thermistor. Then we need a zip tie. All right, here's one zip tie. Cooling fan, 2 of them. Got it. 1, 2. I like the size of these cooling fans. And we need some M3 by 30 screws. Big boys. All right. Let's get those out of the fasteners boxes. Let's see. M3 by 20, 35. Okay, none here. M3 by 30. Got it. Let's go. M3 by 25. M3 by 40. M3 18. It's got to be these right here. M3 by 30. All right, and these I don't have a spot for, so they'll have to sit. How many do we need? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. All right, we done prepped it. We done prepped it. Guide the thermistor cable. What is even going on? We're basket weaving up in here. No joke. Nice little acrylic piece here with some super fine cuts. All right, so we're gonna weave. This is crazy. The grid has both sides the same. The grid has both sides the same. Okay, that's the second one. Be very carefully, and the grid has both sides the same. Is a unique thing here. So we're gonna push that through, then back in like that. Oops. Let's try that again. Like that, and then up one last time like this. That is an odd thing to do, but okay. All right, turn the grid over, push the zip tie through. Okay, turn the grid over, zip tie, and zip tie. And do we zip it? I see on the bottom says put the assembly down for a while. All right, let's see. We got that tightened. Let's snip that off. All right, there's that contraption. Put the assembly. Okay. The assembly is away for a while. Place and orient the back panel according to the picture. No worries. We'll do that. Sitting on a little bit of a... Oh, okay. Just some zip ties and stuff. No problem. We'll kind of push them in that way. Attach both fans to the grid on the back panel. Orient the fans so the cables run from the corner center. Let the cables hang free for now, ensuring they're not pinched during handling. All right, so we're going up this way, like that, and like that. Place the fan grid. I thought this said for a while. That wasn't a while, that was almost immediate. So that this is this way. Okay. Got it. Align the holes and fans. Make sure the fan assembly to the back panel. 4 and 3 by 30 screws. Okay. So this is going in here. Wait, what? Did I orient this upside down? Hold on. My holes are... Oh, yeah. Okay. I oriented this upside down. All right, it's this way. Yep, this makes more sense. And there's actually a spot for the screw to go into. I wonder why they made this piece acrylic out of all the 3D printed parts that they utilize and use. That seems out of character. Right? The cables hang free for now. Okay. Oops. Make sure that's aligned. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Doesn't need to be crazy tight, or else the fans will deform and whatnot, and we don't want that happening. Okay. Like this, and like this. Okay. Yep. Did that. Okay. I am always very carefully. Zip it real good. Okay, all right. Wait, but this isn't telling me to set this assembly aside for a little while. Yeah, it doesn't say it. I'm very disappointed. All right. So it is telling me we need the rear profile. Take 2 of the longer ones. No, the other 2 longer ones differ by having cutouts. All right, I see a cutout. No cutout. No cutout, and cutouts. Okay, so we're taking the 2 of the regular ones. We need a nylon rivet, 11 of them. Nylon rivet? I don't recall seeing those. Nylon rivet. All right. We got a whole bunch of those. I don't think I've ever used that on anything. And we need 11 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And now we're looking for M3 by 4 RT screws again. How many of those do we need? Okay, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, got a nice little bundle over there. And then 2.9 6.5 ST self-tapping screw. One of them. A 2.96 ST self-tapping screw. Okay. I'm guessing those would be somewhat easy to find on the parts list. 2.9 by 6.5 ST. What do you know it? Right here, this must be it. 2.9 by 6.5. There's 2 pieces. And we only need 1? Of course. Okay, we got that. Do not set the assembly aside. Hold on to it at all times. Nylon ribbit. Got them riblets. Nylon riblets. All right, so we done did that. We got that prepped. Aha, take the 2 bottom assembly Turn it so the rear side, the one with a motor in the center, faces you. Oh, we got the frame now. Wait, but it didn't tell me that. It didn't tell me to set this aside and get the frame. What's going on here? All right, now we got this. We need this. And we need the rear, right? Okay, take the bottom assembly and turn it so that the rear side faces you. This is the rear side. It's facing me. Okay, focus on the right rear corner. The side with the longest oval opening at the bottom. What? Attach the rear profile to the right corner using the end without flanges. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening here. All right, align the hole with the rear side. Secure it with the M3x2. Okay, got it. I understand. Here's one. We need one of these. Proceed the same with a second rear profile on the right rear on the left rear corner. All right, I'll put this one in loose first. And we'll start tightening with this one so that the alignment is all good. Bam. And bam. All right. Massive benefit of doing it this way and building this machine is you will know exactly where everything is. So if you have some issue or something is happening with the machine, or you need to do some maintenance, or you know what, some part needs to be upgraded or replaced, you're going to know how to do that already. You're not going to, you're not just going to be upset that you have to send the machine back or out or anything like that. You're already kind of an expert. It's pretty cool. Okay, got those sides up. What's next? Proceed. Did that. We're good to go. Oh, here we go. Slightly lift the back assembly and gently place it on the back base. All right, let's grab that. And I think you guys need a wider view now. So let me get that for you. Bam. Let me flip this piece this way. And this can go like that. All right, and lock this joint in. There we go. How's that? How's that? All right. We need the back panel. And the back panel gets slid in there. Like that. All right. And these wires just do this? No, you got to put the wires through. Pull the power cables through the opening. Okay. So wait, why are we putting cables through here? Once again, power cables this time. Once again, with no grommets. I'm confused. Is it because these don't move? They're like stationary, whereas the other sides have things that move, like motors? No, the motors don't move. I don't know. I'm out of ideas there. Our back panel is up. Kind of want to hold it so it doesn't fall over. Pull the power cables. Insert one nylon rivet through the rear panel and rear profile on the top right side. Push the rivet head with your finger until it's fully seated. Okay. Which one is this? Okay, the middle one. All right. Push. Oh, okay. That was nice. Kind of a satisfying click, to be honest. Install all 11 nylon rivets. Interesting. I guess because you're not taking this back panel off, they're rivets and not screws. This isn't a structural piece, I guess. Or is it to help some kind of vibration dampening because they're nylon? I don't know. I'm out of ideas there. Okay, one. I mean, they're going in very easily, and there's a very satisfying and obvious click to these things. But yeah, I've definitely never used them before. I don't know a single machine that has used them. Very interesting. I just got 2 more left. Bam, and bam. Okay. That's in there. Install the 2.9 by 6.5 self-tapping screw into the bottom left opening on the back panel. Where? Is this a... Oh, look at that. It's a torque screw. Bottom left panel, huh? And why is this a thing? What in the world does this do? Is this going to be a ground? Don't over tighten. Okay. Prepare the following steps. 6 by 32 power terminal screws. Do I vaguely remember having those and doing something with them? I vaguely recall this. But I'm guessing they're provided. You get new ones. Okay. 632 power terminal screw. Power terminal screw. Okay. Easy peasy, huh? Power terminal screws. 7. I need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got that. Oh, we're gonna be connecting the red cables. Yep. Okay. Guide power cable bundle through the rear panel towards the X-Buddy. Take 1 red cable from the PSU and connect it to the leftmost terminal of the X-Buddy using the 6-3 terminal screw. Tighten it firmly, but do not over-tighten. So I left my screws in there. Should I remove them and use new ones, I guess? I guess I'll do it. Here, let me rotate this machine. I guess we'll go new. I mean, they are shiny, brand new looking. but we'll use the new ones. And okay, so guiding these cables through, I guess I'll move this slightly off the desk, and before it hits me in the head, let's get those going. Here's one. Where's the other? Here's the other. This cable is probably also going to come up that way, and I'll put it up here just because we're gonna need it. You know what? I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll make it easy to access. Put it right here because I know it's inevitable. All right, so does it matter which one of these is what? I don't think so. They're both going to the plus and minus. They're together. So I doubt it actually matters. Let's just get into this side first. There's one. Here's the other. Push this back. All right. Let's go. That does not look like basil. No, burnt carb. It is. I have. I'm out of basil. I want some. I have this Monument American Brown. Fantastic, fantastic ale. Enjoying it. Hey, Additive Adam. Core 1 build? Yes, except this is a Core 1 conversion from a MK4S. So, it's pretty interesting to see what they reused and what they didn't reuse. All right. Take one red cable from the PSU. Here's the red cable. And attach it to the leftmost terminal. This one is for the bed. And it tells me so right there. All right, this is the leftmost. Come on. There we go. And attach the black PSU cable to the second terminal. Tighten it firmly, but avoid over-tightening. Got it. Got it. Bada bing. Bada boom. Okay, those are in. What's next? Take the second red cable from the PSU. Gotcha. And stack them with the red cable from the extension board. Okay, that's this. Like that. Great. Dropping screws onto gray carpet is always a good time. All right, let's screw that in like this. This will go up through those fuses. And it's interesting that there's a spot for this. Like they really planned ahead on the terminals here. Interesting. This one's a bit loose for whatever reason. I guess I just have to tighten through. Oh, okay, I just have to keep tightening. There we go. All right, and now we have our negative terminal left. And just to triple make sure it's going on the minus, it is. Okay, so we are correct in where this is going. There we go. Tightened. 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 And tightened. Okay. We did all the things. Doing some wood burning. Nice. Okay, cool.
Early start a fire. Hey, Peekaboo. Let's see. What's next? Connect the power panic cable to the bottom right. Okay, I wasn't sure about it because it didn't say anything about it. But now it does. Where is that? Here it is. Back there. Let's get this cable. The panic cable, huh? Up through here. I'm sure this will tell me where it is. Right there. Okay. It's a unique plug, so can't get that wrong. Click. Nice satisfying click there. No rubber feet. Mushroom light. Wow. Write something nice on the bottom. Don't strain yourself trying to write something nice. All right. Attach the last black PSU cable. Make sure does not obstruct. That I did not do, and I did it subconsciously because I'm great. I don't know. For the following steps, please prepare a stepper splitter found in electronics chamber package. Electronics chamber package is back here. And we need our splitter board. Smorgasbord splitter board. When do I get gummies, though? Guys, for everyone just joining in, we have about 20 minutes left before our Polymaker giveaway. So hop into that link that's pinned on top of the YouTube chat and pinned to the top of Twitch chat. That will take you to a gleam.io link, and there you can win some Polymaker filament. You have to be present, and you have to be subscribed to the channel. Okay? Stepper splitter cable found in electronics and fasteners. Splitter cable. Cables are right here. Main FE cable, filament sensor cable, hotbed power cable. Oh, I reused them. Is this something else? Yeah, this has got to be something else. All right, hold on. Are there more cables? What's this? Stepper splitter cable. That's what we need. Right there. Stepper splitter cable. Yes. All right. Got that. Oh, okay. We're using some foam out of the box. Good thing all that is packaged away. It's all right. We won't need the foam. So let's rotate this. Gonna lay it on its backside here, nice and gentle. Like this. All right, let's route these cables down at the bottom here. Like this. All right. And you know what? Let me turn this to you guys so that you can see it as well. Let me lighten this up. Let me lighten this up just a bit. Tiny 4K. Let's go to image. Boom, boom, boom. A little bit lighter. Maybe a little bit too blown out. It'll be dark. He's kind of new to Twitch, but long time YouTube. Something both. Oh, is there a conversation that I missed on Twitch, guys? But yes, it's true. I am new to Twitch, just kind of getting into it, liking what I'm seeing, but slowly figuring it all out. There's a lot. It's hard to just jump in. I answer, but won't be here. Riding in tomorrow. All right, Night Train. Well, we'll celebrate you if we pick your name. Briefly. On Twitch first, making and crafting. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I have your maker chip. I remember that your logo from 3D Printopia. Hold on. This looks like my pogs at this point. Hold on. I'll get it. Wait for it. My memory's so visual. I can remember a logo, but I won't remember a name for the life of me. Right there. Ah, there. Yeah, I see. Cool. I will literally never remember somebody's name, ever. I'll never make the connection to the name. But I can describe them perfectly. And know everything about them. I just won't know the name. I've been watching your videos since the VoxLab Aquila days. It was my first printer, and you helped me lots. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that. A few folks have been coming through lately and saying that they've been watching my channel since the VoxLab Aquilas, and that's really neat. It's been, I guess, almost 5 years, or is it already 5 years? No, I think like December, wintertime is 5 years for the channel. So appreciate you watching this whole time. Cheers to you. I used to have so many great pogs and slammers. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, so we got this little board. What do we have to do? Guide the stepper splitter cable through the 3 zip ties on the left side. For now, leave the side with the label hanging freely outside. Guide the Z-axis motor R cable through the 3 zip ties on the left side. Do not tighten the zip ties. Let me take a closer look at what they're telling me to do. Lots of arrows on this one. All right, so we're talking about this one. We're going to guide this through the zip ties. Wait, nope. This is telling me to guide it upward. Never mind, hold on. Let me take this out of here. That's why they tucked that away so you don't see it. Okay. They're talking about this one. Okay, yep, okay. We're going on the left side, this way, upward. Like this. And moving it here. So by them adding all this together, that means this machine doesn't do Z-tilt? Why? And then this is the one with the label is left hanging, this one. And this guy is going upward. Like this. Like this. And like this. With this one. And the label is straight hanging over here. Interesting. Why? Why did they do that?
Nice. That sounds fun. It does the Mark III, Mark IV style. Run it up till both sides reach the top. Interesting. So it'll like, not mechanically, it'll like skip steps to get it straight, I guess. Why? That seems like a... Is it easy? It's, I guess it's, if they were individual, it's way easier to mess up, I guess. Huh. Is this printer worth it? I have no idea. Awesome 3D printing. I don't know. I'm not sure. That's why I wanted to find out. So far, I love the way that it's put together. There's all these really intricate little parts, and like the design is very clever. But I can't answer if it's worth it. I'm not sure. All right. So this motor they have going to this plug. This one, the left, they have going to this plug. I'm going to put this through here on the right side. Right? Or they don't want me to. I guess they don't want me to. All right, like this. All right. Then we have the splitter at the top over here, right there. And this cable is going right here. They do have really nice connectors. All right, now I'm wondering, how does this thing attach and where? Are we just double side taping it or what? Is there a plastic thing? Oh, that's where it's going. Interesting. Locate 2 spacer pins on the top frame. From the inside of the frame, prepare the stepper splitter to attach the holes in the opposite pins. Check the correct orientation of the parts by the logo on the board. The logo is upside down. The logo is not upside down. Oh, but that's how we're going to plug it in. We're going to rotate the thing. Push the line stepper splitter into the pins until you feel a click. Necessary to apply significant pressure to seat it, yet be very careful not to damage the components. Okay, all right, I see what's going on. So we're just going to flip it like this. And plug this bad boy in here. One and two. Once again, pretty clever. Like, that's a very unique way to do that. Is it good? I don't know. But definitely a unique way, an interesting way to do that. These guys ain't copying nobody. I just subbed to you so I can find out later. Awesome. And I will definitely let you know. I'll tell you what, right away. There's definitely one con. A blatant one. The feet. The feet on this thing are utter trash. This is not adhesive. It doesn't even work. They fell off. They're off. So you have to make a 3D print to hold the feet on there. I'm really surprised. Like, everything else so far has been the highest quality possible. Like, the highest quality. And these feet are extremely low. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. The feet just don't make any sense. Mine has been flawless so far. Printing PLA, PETG, ABS, ASA, and PP. Ha! You said PP. PP without an issue. That's always good. Listen, PP without an issue is always good. All jokes set aside, though, I have heard that from a lot of people that I know and trust. For sure. There's only 2 Z ports on the main board. Ah, I see. Allows 3 to move together. Okay. You buy the upgrade? No, the Prusa sent it to me. Through a series of me waiting a long time to receive things. But I'm very, very happy that I'm even on their radar, you know? So no, the Mark 4S was sent to me. I used it for a few projects. kind of put it through its paces. I didn't really do a full dedicated video on it, but I included it in several videos, kind of comparing it to other machines. And yeah, it was great. I actually kind of felt bad taking it apart for this, to be honest. It was just a really nice working printer, and then you kind of take it apart, you know? But yeah, then I was like, listen, the Core 1. I want the Core 1. And I'm like, hey, I do live streaming. What about a kit? You know, I don't see anybody talking about the kit. Mostly people are either building it from, you know, the I shouldn't say kit. I should say the conversion. So I kind of pitched it saying, like, hey, I'll do some live streams and have some fun building it and show what it's like. And they were like, yeah, that sounds cool. Like, all right. Just going to be better now, right? Maybe an intern. Really want a Core 1 kit. Only built a Prusa Mini. But it was a fun time. Maybe Black Friday. No more slinging. Yeah, no more slinging is always good. All right, so we got this cable, and we need the main FE cable, which is found in electronics and fasteners package. All right, I do vaguely remember that. So let's find that. It should be right here. Let's see. That's this one. That's this one. Funky cable. Lots of cables joined together. Very, very funky cable. All right, we got those two. Let's see what they're going to make us do. Guide the stepper splitter cable through the oval hole in the electronics. Electronics bay, okay. Guide that through. There we go. Put that all the way up there. Got it. Oh, there you go. It just came out over here on the side. I'm like, wait, what? Take the end of the X LED cable, the end with the QR code label. Okay. Push a few centimeters of the XLED cable, LCD cable, excuse me, then with the QR code through the oval hole on the bottom panel. Okay, like this. Wait. Like this. Guide the LCD cable through the zip ties on the left side. Okay, all right, so these got to go all the way up there to the top. To the front of the machine. Got it, got it, got it, got it. It's going to go here, I'm guessing. If I was to guess, that's what I would say. All right. Guide the XLED cable through the rectangular opening on the front profile. Keep protruding approximately 6 centimeters. Leave the cable hang freely for now. Okay, did that. Oh, yeah, look at that. My guess was correct. All right, about that much. Let it hang. All right. Aha. Lay out the main FE cable is shown in the picture. 1, 2, 3. This thing is doing a whole hopscotch. 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Got it laid out. The connectors and numbers to the picture of the reference only. Numbering will be used in the following steps. Note, we will always indicate which connector to use in the following steps. However, it's a good idea to remember this overview for assembly. Okay. That's a fun cable to put in. Many connectors. Yeah, really. Okay, prepare the connector 3. So 1, 2, 3. This one. That's the female fasten connector. Okay, got it. And that's going to be plugging in down there. Locate it in the bottom right corner. Slide the FE cable connector completely onto this. Okay, let's do it. Okay, gotta give it a good wiggle. All right, that's on there whether it likes it or not. Yep, got it. Okay. And now 2, which is this one, I believe. No. 2 is... Go back. 3, 2 is this one with this long single coming out of it. Okay, nice. Are there feet sticking on? I feel like this might even be a render. I think this foot might be a render. All right, that's being pushed up this way. I'll do it. Come on. Come on through. Where are we going? Where are we going? In between the power cables. There we go. Get in there. All right, that's in there. All right. Take the connector number 1. That's this. And guide it through the zip ties on the right side of the frame. This is the long part with just one fasten connector on the end. Yep. Okay. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is going to go to the LCD. Yep, because the LCD has that on there. Push the connector through the rectangular opening on the front, keeping it protruding. Okay, gotcha. Yep. Got it. I'm going to push this through here just so that they kind of stick together like that. All right, cool. Leave the cable hang. Tighten all 3 zip ties. And cut off access. At least 48 of you haven't hit the like button. Brian, get him. Get him. Tell him. What's the deal with that? So the right side quite literally just has 1 cable through it. It's a bit of a bummer for the zip ties. It could have been so much more, you know? Oops. Yoink that cable. All right, and last one. And let's cut those off. We got 1, 2, 3. Finally got my Aquila to print translucent PETG clearly. Nice, Motley. I remember Aquilas in general had really hard time with PETG. So the fact that you got it to print cleanly and clearly is pretty good. All right, take the FE connectors number 4 and 5. Push both connectors through the leftmost hole. So both of them are just going in there. go all the way through there, huh? All right. Like that. And tighten all the zip ties on the left side of the frame, cut off the excess. There's no need to fully tighten the zip ties. However, the cables must be easy to move. Must still be easy to move, necessary length of adjustment during connection. Okay. So let's just tighten them up a bit. Right, because we got ribbon cable in here. You don't want to over tighten that. There we go. Just rotating these zip ties so they're a bit easier to deal with later. That, and this one too. Come on over here, zip tie. There we go. And like that. Take my trusty snips. Don't cut the wires. Do not cut the wires. Okay. Good to go. That is done and tidy. What's next? Yep, did that. Okay. On the bottom, loop the power cable bundle around the Z motor to shorten it. Secure the loop of the Z motor cable with a zip tie. I already had them in here nice and tidy in the first place. I don't really think it needs it. I guess it depends on how much cable is needed inside of there, because we haven't seen that yet. This prevents cables from hanging down below. Okay. Alright, I can do it. Zip tie right here. So let's just secure these. This motor cable can go down here. Let's do this. A little bundle of joy. Like that. Start the loop. Get all those cables in there. And tighten that slack up. Okay. Tuck that in. Nice and tight. Nice and clean. Cable management on this is pretty good. All right, and now we can lean this thing back upright. And I'm sure we're going to be plugging everything in back here. I'm sure of it. Oh, I just missed it. It's 12 o'clock. Sorry, guys. I'm just in the zone over here. Is it an official Prusa conversion? Yes. This is the official MK4S to Core 1 conversion. Without Z-tilt, this whole printer feels like an afterthought. I don't know if I agree with that, but it is, like I said, it is very odd that it doesn't have Z-tilt. Why clone a Voron and not clone the things that make them awesome? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Z-tilt. Anyway, let me see what this thing says. Make sure the cables are kept a reasonable distance from the metal profile. All right. Carefully tune the print. Okay, we did that. All right, we're getting a bit more stuff. Let's see where can we finish. All right, so all the cable management, I guess, huh? I was trying to think where a good place to pause is. It's probably here. It's probably on this page. I do plan to do more of these in the next week. So I want to do at least 2 streams next week. One is going to be making another sprint on this machine. And then one is going to be probably the K2 Pro unboxing, because I need that before the 8th. There's going to be a live stream, a Creality live stream I'll be a part of. I'll also try to fit more of the Death Racer build, because this thing is a full PPS Death Racer. It weighs a ton already. This is crazy. So really looking forward to that. Got the wheels on there, got the frame on there. So we need to make another sprint on this, because towards the end of September, you know, we're gonna be in 3D Printopia, doing some battle botting. And by battle botting, I mean death racing. So, all right, let's do this. The design's very clever. It's coming together nicely. Yeah. The design. There's a lot of really clever design. There's a couple things that are very easy to question. You know, the feet, the Z tilt so far being definitely them. The plate and motion system is solid. Not sure Z tilt is a big deal, especially with their build size. Coming from a Trident owner, Z tilt and float gantry are cool to watch. Yeah. I mean, I definitely really like the my Z tilt on the Trident, just to ensure that they're always even before. And it's really quick too. It's like bam, 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 you know, done. And then obviously the floating gantries on the 2.4s or the Microns are really fun. My Micron is very fun to watch. All right, guys, let's do the giveaway. Let's see how many of you signed up. 49, so one short of a couple days ago. All right, good luck, everybody. Let's do it. Winners, we're going to draw a winner. We're just going to do one. And we got one. Announce winners in widget. Announce. We got Vince S. Vince S. And if I'm not mistaken correctly, I think you recently won, right? But you won again. I might be mistaken. I don't fully keep track of every single person that won. But congratulations, Vince. I've seen you in here. I know you're here. Rigged, right? Whoop whoop, printer poop. Hey, there he is. Vince, congratulations. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, we'll definitely pick another one. But no, Vince is here. Joseph himself wins. 3D Medic, congratulations on your win. Here's what you need to do. I believe you know this already, but that's okay. You need to send me an email to fedor@3dprintsos.com. And Fedor is spelled Fedor. So Fedor@3dprintsos.com. Say, hey, I won this filament giveaway on this date, and I will send you an email probably on Monday. Monday's tomorrow. Monday's today. Nope, Monday's tomorrow. Monday's in 2 days. Whatever. Probably on Monday, I'll send you back an email with the form that you need. All right. Let me know in the chat that you know what the dealio is, and we'll go from there. I know. I gotta fix it. I gotta figure it out, JP. I don't know what to use anymore, because it keeps falling off with Velcro. I basically just take a bunch of Velcro, like, you know, the kind that has adhesive on both sides, and I put some right there where it meets the pocket, and then up on top there. And apparently that's not enough, so. Sale going on now? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the sales all apply, which is cool. Yeah, he's missing an arm, so I gotta figure it out. I don't know what I'm going to use. Like I said, I tried magnets before, but it didn't work. Cat! 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 My cat's terrorizing my wife upstairs and kid. Cat! Cat, come on. Come on down. Come here. Come here. Come here. I can tell you're hyper. Come on. Come on, say hi. Oh, say goodbye. Come on, Cat. Her name's Cat. That's what we call her. Well, her name's Pumpkin, but I call her Cat. Cat, come on. Come on down. Come on. Come on, you old girl. Come on down. She's hype. Come on. Come on down. How about this? If you come on down, when I end the stream, I'll give you a snack. Cat. Cat. Well, you can't hear me anymore? Come on. You usually run when I do this. Come on. Come here. You know the trick? You know I'm going to trick you? She's smart. Almost 17 years old. Put him in a sling. Smart. Smart. There she is. Come here. Yeah, there's a lot of plastic you can chew on. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, you don't like it. And here's this old lady right here. What's up? What's up, old lady? Mine comes running. Yeah, I mean, usually when I tap like that, she'll come running. All right. Now behave. Stop. So her thing is she knocks everything down from our nightstands. That's her thing. Doesn't matter what she's doing, what anyone's doing. She'll just destroy those things. So. Called her dog. Now she only answers to dog. Yeah, I mean, that's Cat. For the past 16 plus years, I've been calling her Cat. So there she goes, chewing on the... You're gonna do this? She's gonna... What she'll do now is she'll chew on the plastic bags, and she'll take one. She'll, like, carry it. Here. She knows what she's doing. That stance means she knows. She's like ready to escape at any given moment. Cat. Cat. You can't eat the plastic. Cat. Hey. I think she's having hearing issues now. She doesn't react the same way, you know? He named his dog D.O.G. Nice. 18? Yeah, I'm there. Looks good for an old broad. Yeah. Yeah, she used to be much larger, like thicker. But definitely age has gotten to her. I used to just, she used to be like the cannon. I used to shotgun her, but I feel bad doing that now. She always likes to hang like this, like a trophy animal. Like one of these. She'll hold on like this for a while. You can carry her around the whole house. She won't mind. She'll just meow occasionally. Cats have selective hearing, just like my wife. Nice. Have a good night, Truggy. All right, guys. So this was a nice little bonus stream. I don't usually do this on the weekends, but you know, it was nice to make some progress. Just like my kids. Yeah, man, this thing's really coming together. It's actually a little bit bigger than I thought, to be honest. Like, I don't know why I thought it'd be smaller, but it's somewhat large. Which is cool. I'm really interested to see how the side panels work. I know there's a lot of fun things you can do to this machine as well. Aftermarket is buzzing for this thing. Really looking for that all-inclusive MMU. And also, I just saw somebody sent me a link to spool rewinders for the Creality Space Pi. And that allows you to integrate an MMU3 into it. So maybe once I get this done, an MMU3 for it would be nice, you know? The cat ran away, by the way. She was gone. Anyway, yeah, fun little stream. Thank you guys for joining and hanging out. I appreciate it as always. If you guys are on Twitch, let's see if anyone is live that we can jump onto. Oh yeah, okay. We got Dave, 3D&T is live on Twitch, but also Zombie. You know what? You guys know I'm a big fan of 3D and T. Both Dave and his wife there, but Zombie, I gotta give back. I gotta give back. So why don't we go to Zombie? Oh, Zombie's probably about done. All right, in that case, you know what? 3D and T is pretty lonely with one. Let me see what's going on in his stream. Looks like they're still setting up the cam. I see him over there. Oh, let me turn my music off so I can hear the audio. Let's go 3D and T. Come on, I'm still in the commercials. Wait for it. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Bam.
So this is how far we've gotten in Terry's Death Racer.
Oh, okay, so they're building Terry's Death Racer. Cool. Obviously further than me.
The back is not attached yet, so that's still not on.
All right, let's jump in. So I need their name, and then we go to my chat. All right, let's go to channel. I go here, and then we go to my chat. Okay, now I'm listening to myself for somehow, some way. All right, then here we go to raid, and we put in this channel. We hit plus. The raid has been created. All right, and I'm guessing, from what I remember, it's just gonna do it. Let's see. How many are you going? 8? Okay. Is there a countdown, or do I have to? Oh, I have to hit this right now. Okay, let's do this. Bam.
Let's see who it is.
Better. Oh, awesome.
Hey.
3D and T.
Better do it. Better dumped onto us. Way to go,
I
everybody.
didn't. It's just 8 of my loyal fans, guys.
If you guys are coming in,
We David Terry with 3D and T. We are a crazy late night stream. We go from anything from what we
That's right.
what we're making. We have giveaways.
You guys have fun over there on Feder Stream doing the conversion.
Tonight I'm just taking stuff off this plate. They think I'm going to rip it, but I'm not. I'm good so far.
That's
What
fun.
are we ripping off? The plate
And
right
I'm
All right, guys. I'm gonna jump. I'll stick around here for a bit while I clean up the table and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys are on Twitch, head on over to 3D and T's live stream and hang out there at least for a little bit, right? All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Polymaker, for doing this and giving out all this filament on my behalf. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'll see you guys at least 2 days this week, right? Or next week. So see you guys really soon. Have a good night. Peace. Later.